Hello everyone. In this video, I would like to discuss about the problem finding a valid matrix given a row and column sums. This question was part of Leetcode bi-weekly challenge, and the difficulty level of this question was medium. Uh, Even though when you look at the hint that they have provided, it looks pretty simple and straightforward. So let's look at the problem description. So you will be given two arrays which represent row sum and column sum of a given matrix. Let's say there is a matrix of size m by n. So you will not be given the elements of the matrix. Instead, you will be given a sum of all the elements in a given row and sum of all the elements in a given column. So you will be given two arrays with all the sums of the rows and all the sums of the columns. So for a particular row I, uh, row sum of I will give you the sum of all elements in the ith row. Same way for a particular column j, column sum of j will give you the sum of elements of the jth column. So these two arrays will be given to you, and you need to find the matrix represented by m cross n, the size of row sum and size of column sum. Okay, so there can be multiple answers with the given row sum and column sum, but you can return any of the matrix that you can find. Okay, so let's look at the examples. So here the row sums are 3, 8 and column sums are 4, 7. So when you look at the output which is 3017, the matrix, the output matrix 3017. So this matrix should satisfy the given two row sum and column sum conditions. So the first row sum is 3, 0, which is 3. The second row sum is 1, 7, so 8. So that satisfies the given row sum conditions. And the sum of the elements in the first column is 3 and 1, so it is 4. And the second column sum is 7, so 4, 7, so which again satisfies the given condition. And example 2, you have 5, 7, 10 and 8, 6, 8. So there are 3 rows, there will be 3 rows and 3 columns, so the matrix will be 3 by 3. So the output will be as given here. So the elements from this output matrix should satisfy the given row sum and column sum elements values. Similarly, you can check the other examples. So the number of row sums here is 2. So the number of column sums will be 3. So the matrix will be of size 2, 2 by 3. In the example 4, you have 2 row sums and 1 column sum. So the matrix size will be 2 by 1. And finally, you have only 1 row sum, 1 column sum. So the size of the matrix is 1 by 1. Okay, let's look at the hint that is provided here. So what we can do is we can find the smallest between row sum and column sum, and we can assign that value to a particular element in the grid. So let's say you have an element matrix of I comma j. So you can take smallest element between row sum of I and column sum of j, and you can assign that value to the element at ith row and jth column. Then you can subtract that value from row sum and column sum, and then proceed until you fill the complete matrix. So this is the hint provided. So this should be pretty simple and straightforward. So let's go ahead and write some code. Okay, so first we will find the matrix size. So it should be number of rows and n number of columns. So it should be sum dot size. Then let's define the output variable. Let's say matrix. So you have number of rows will be m. Then we have number of columns as n, and initialize every element to 0. Now we need to fill all the elements in the matrix of size m comma n one by one. So let's loop till I is less than m and j is less than n. So let's define I equal to 0 and j equal to 0. So you loop till the matrix dimensions. Then first we need to find the minimum value between row sum of I and col sum of j. So take minimum of these two, then assign this value to matrix of I comma j. Then subtract this value from these two values. Row sum of I minus equal to value, col sum of j minus equal to value. And whenever the row sum or col sum becomes 0, you proceed to the next row. So you don't have to process any further elements from that particular row or column. So if row sum of I equal to 0, increment the row. Similarly, if col sum of j is 0, then you proceed to next column. Yeah, that's all. And then finally you return the matrix that we have found. Okay, so whenever you skip to the next row or next column, the remaining elements will be 0, because we have already initialized all the elements to 0. So the remaining elements will be 0 and you get your final answer with some of the elements filled with the proper values and other elements being 0. Let's execute and see. Yeah, so for the given sample it works fine. Let me submit and show you. Okay, let's see the result here. Yeah, it has been accepted. The runtime is 84 milliseconds. Memory usage is 33 MB. So the time complexity will be, you will be looping, you will be doing the while loop till number of rows and number of columns. So it should be ideally O of m plus n, and your space complexity will be O of m star n, where you have m rows and n columns. Yeah, so that's it from my side. Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe and provide your valuable comments.